Before creating a compelling brand that drives interest in our goods and services, we should understand what a brand is and how one works. When we say brand, we mean the image the customer associates with the name of a product, store, or service due to the actions, plans, and activities of that business. Even if you assemble a highly enthusiastic team, but half the team doesn't have experience establishing a brand in your field, your efforts are likely to fail. Even if you assemble a highly skilled team, establishing a major international brand from scratch will be nearly impossible. Establishing a major international brand requires more than just enthusiasm and know-how. It also relies on an appropriate advertising budget, a good location, reliable touchpoints, and more. But by studying the techniques, methods, and processes major brands implement, you can learn how to establish a successful small brand, regardless of the size of your business or the products or services you offer. The way to do this is by establishing a brand concept and ensuring that all of your actions, products, and communications align with that brand image. The target of the brand is the consumer, but the brand concept represents the business owner's values and message. The brand concept provides the basis for all brand activities, including the goods and services provided, customer service philosophy and scripts, what kinds of events the business participates in, logo design, and all other activities related to the brand. The brand concept is the unifying element that impresses consumers with a story. That story is decided by the business owners and delivered to the consumer. When small businesses are developing their brand, they would be wise to keep these elements in mind. 1. Unifying the brand image, including font, color, wording, and all other elements in all contact channels. 2. Ensuring that the logo reflects the brand's concept. 3. Removing any images or messages that don't reflect the brand's image and values from social media and all other media. 4. Partnering with industries, shops, companies, and events that align with the brand concept. 5. Limiting partnerships to groups and events that align with the brand concept. 6. Establishing guidelines for the staff that explain the concept and values behind the store, products, and services. 7. Creating unified public messaging and content. To ensure that your staff is all on the same page, it may be helpful to have them consider the following points. 1. Who are our space, goods, and services for? 2. What is our venue here for? 3. What do we provide for that purpose? 4. What kind of customer service should we provide to achieve that purpose? 5. What kinds of products should we provide for that purpose? 6. What kind of interior best serves that purpose? 7. What do we need to offer in addition to regular services in order to fulfill that purpose? 8. After answering the above questions, do we see a demand for our concept in our target market? For example, if we answer question 1, who are our space, goods, and services for, with something like, a place for regulars to gather, or a place for locals to hang out, or a place for cafe lovers, a space where people can relax and unwind, a place for people who can enjoy an upscale cafe. If we do that, we can also start to get a sense of the risks that might arise when we promote our space to that target demographic. For example, 1. When friends of the staff start hanging out in our establishment, we might lose track of who our concept was originally designed to attract. 2. If management and staff speak too freely in front of customers, we may lose sight of the experience we intended to deliver. 3. We may lose sight of our target if people outside our target discover our shop and begin gathering there. If enough friends of our staff start spending time in our shop, we may lose track of who we originally created the space for. When we consider the second question, the purpose of our venue, we may decide that it's a place to relax, or a friendly place to chat, or a place to drink tea and coffee, and so on. But then we might recognize the risk of people coming for other reasons, like playing games, and they may end up staying much longer than we originally planned for them to. The checklist can serve as an effective tool for recognizing potential problems and developing appropriate responses with your staff. Once the business is running, it may drift from the original concept. That's why we rely on the following checklist to keep us on course. Are the products or services consistent with the concept? Can you explain why a particular product is in line with the concept? Are customer service and communication in line with the concept, even during business times and when there are no customers? Does the staff communication style align with the concept? Is the information shared through public messaging, such as posters, signs, magazines, websites, Instagram, etc., consistent with the concept? Does the cleanliness of the store align with the concept? Do the staff uniforms and personalities align with the concept? Use this checklist to determine how effectively your concept is working. Let's look at an example of how a solid brand can be effective. All things being equal, the majority of a restaurant's sales and recognition will be determined by its location. If the same level of service is provided by two restaurants, and one is just across from the station and the other is 10 minutes away, the further one will lose business. In that case, they may offer discounts to lower prices to try to attract more customers despite the poor location. However, if the restaurant is a 20-minute walk from the station, or if it requires a car to get there, customers may stop coming no matter how much of a discount they offer. If customers still come, it's because of the strength of the brand. An effective brand concept promotes interest that can overcome drawbacks like location. For small shops and businesses to succeed in spite of disadvantages, brand is key. That's why the whole staff needs to have a clear, deep, and unified sense of the brand and a willingness to strictly adhere to the brand concept. These are the basic elements that go into successful brand creation, regardless of the scale of your enterprise. In a previous video, we said we would build a human resources website from scratch and propel it to the top page of Google search. In our next video, we will explain the steps we took and check in on the project.